Are you ever too old to create multiple streams of income? We talk about that and more on this episode of The Little White Lie. Hello, everyone. Karen Glasser here, and welcome to The Little White Lie. This is all about the lies that we tell ourselves as we get older. If you're here on replay, we're so happy you're here. Make sure that you tell us you're on replay, and we'll make sure to comment to all of your comments. And if you're here on live, wow, we're thrilled. And of course, shamelessly, we'd love for you to share this show out. So go ahead and click that share button and send it out to all of your friends. And when you're doing that, please use the hashtag Little White Lie or LWL. So today our guest is Casey Eberhart. He's also known as the Ideal Networker. Why do we call him the Ideal Networker? Because he has connections, and he's made it his mission over the years to collect and connect. He collects relationships and connects people so that they can do business together. How cool is that? He's a sought-after speaker and has been asked to speak at over 200 events worldwide with audiences up to 10,000. Wow. His coaching, training, accountability, and mastermind program called the Platinum Inner Circle has created extraordinary results for his clients. His formulas are simple and easy to learn, and it helps them save time while making them more than profit. Casey lives his passion, and his irresistible charisma, coupled with committed support of others, foreshadows a prosperous future. So without further ado, Casey, welcome to the show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, my God. You have so much energy. I think I better up my game right now. I am so happy you're here, Casey. Delighted that you're here, quite frankly. And we always like to start the show with this question. Casey Eberhart, what is your little white lie?
Well, you know, it's really funny, Karen. I actually, for some reason, I don't know why, but I had a premonition that you were going to ask me that. So, you know, here's the thing. A lot of people are terrified of public speaking, and I'm super comfortable with it. I've been doing in front of people since I was a young kid. So my little white lie is actually kind of bizarre, at least in my own head, is I can be in front of 10, 15,000 people and be completely at ease and completely calm. But I absolutely almost need an anti-anxiety pill if I'm at a dinner party for 4.
Well, there you go. So for all of those who are watching right now, first of all, we're thrilled that you're here, but make sure that when you invite Casey to dinner that there's like tens of thousands of people, because he'll feel more comfortable that way.
Exactly.
So the question that we're tackling today is, are you ever too old to create multiple streams of income? So the first question I have for you is, what the heck is a multiple stream of income? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, you know, Karen, and thank you so much. It's something that I think a lot of people think about. They may have heard it on social media. They may have heard some newscaster talking about multiple streams of income. But I really look at it like this. Wherever we are in our life, whether we're 5 years old or 50 or 80, what we want to be able to do is create a life of freedom, a life of having it all.
Right.
And to me, what that really means is having rapids of income coming into your bucket, if you will. Now, when I say rapids, it kind of gets a little mixed up with streams, but you know, each income stream, whether it's a job or an IRA or a real estate investor or a stock investment or cryptocurrency or network marketing, whatever, each of those income streams start as a little trickle of income. And if we do it right and we build those together, those dribbles go into a stream. Those streams then turn into rivers. Those rivers then fall over a waterfall and become rapids of income. So the faster and more rapids, number of rapids we can create of income, the better off we are, not only for ourselves today, but also the legacy that we're going to live for future generations.
That's a great definition. I know that you have CEOs and small business owners and network marketers and entrepreneurs that have joined you in the Platinum Inner Circle. So how do you, I mean, I've watched you actually teach people how to do certain things. You've got this thing called the 4x14. I want you to explain a little bit about that, how you can actually teach somebody to be duplicatable, to actually get their message heard so that somebody else can actually do your message out loud to someone else. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so let me kind of address, because those were kind of two questions bulged into one. Yeah. So question number one, you know, we're really fortunate in the Platinum Inner Circle to have people from different walks of life, different age groups, different professions, different backgrounds, all the way from a CEO that's been, in charge of multi-million-dollar organizations,
right,
all the way down to somebody just starting in maybe the network marketing profession, and so on and so forth. And the reason that is so valuable is it gives the community some places to bounce off ideas that might have worked in one industry or profession might translate to another industry or profession. So it really creates a mastermind environment. And here's what I know about people just having worked with probably 3,000 personal entrepreneurs over the course of the last few years. And that's this, that we as humans like to be simple, right? Now, there are some of us that like to complicate things, but most people like to take the path of least resistance to make things simple. So for example, I'll just throw this out there. For network marketers or people that start a home-based business, a lot of times they get really wrapped up in making the whole thing more complicated than it needs to be.
Right.
So the thing you're referring to is I showed what I'm going to tell you in 30 seconds or less. It took me a half an hour, but I'm going to condense it to a minute. We took somebody that was brand new in network marketing, never really done anything in network marketing, and I laid out this framework for her. And so this is great for any network marketer, right? We call it the 4-14-4-14-4 methodology. And here's how it goes. Each presentation starts off by you have 4 minutes to tell your story. Then you have 14 minutes to demonstrate the product. Whatever product, good, or service is, no more than 14 minutes. If it's an eyeshadow, how to put it on. If it's a greeting card, how to send it. If it's a travel business, how to sign into the website and book a trip. 14 minutes, no more. Then we know there are 4 types of people that join people in network marketing. Number 1 is a customer. Number 2 is a referral partner. Number 3 is a part-time incomer. And number 4 is a full-time incomer. So we explain those 4 types of people. Then we have 14 minutes to demo the money. How does somebody make their money back? How does somebody actually make part-time income and or full-time income if that is what they so desire? And then we wrap that all up in a big bow at the end by saying, Caren, remember I said there are 4 types of people that join us in this business. Number 1 is a customer, 2 referral partner, 3 part-time income, 4 is full-time income. Which one are you? ... And then be quiet and let the person answer.
I love that. I love that because people then pre-qualify themselves, right?
Yeah, we take the pressure off and the presentation becomes actually really fun and entertaining and really gets to enhance the other person, which is one of the things in the inner circle we're really big on, and that is creating community and actual human interaction with people, because as we know in today's marketplace, that sometimes gets a little lost.
Absolutely. Nancy, I can see that you're on. Great to have you on the show today. This is a great nugget that you just taught us. And no matter what industry you're in terms of network marketing, and I can even make an argument that what you just explained to us can be used in traditional business as well.
All the time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is what you teach, right? I mean, this is what you teach in the Platinum Inner Circle. This is what you teach one-on-one. This is how you help people be better at what they do. Now, I know you have a slogan, you have like a saying that you have, from vision to profit, having it all. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So, so much of business is mindset, right? One of the shows that you and I did in the past was, can you teach an old dog new tricks?
Right.
Right. Same thing, right? It's never too old to jump in and learn something and try something new and be afraid to jump out of an airplane or jump, whatever it is. But so often that's wrapped up in our mindset, whether it's somebody told us we weren't good enough, maybe somebody bullied us, so on and so forth. But if we can take transformation in how we think things and mindsets, how we make things in mindset, that really goes towards, from vision to profit, having it all. So really in the inner circle, we're designed around the idea of transactional and transformational business coming together to create somebody's vision and creating that vision, taking it all the way through profit so that our members can actually have the life of their dreams.
I love that. And you were actually part of my vision with the Little White Lie digital magazine. You stepped into that as well. And we created this vision of something that we're very proud of. And I want to thank you again for being a part of it. But again, it's a matter of taking your vision and pushing it into profit.
Absolutely. And I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody having some passion for a hobby or passion for a community, and then really working at how do we serve that community better than the competition that's out there. And we're in turn rewarded with, in our world, money, profit, energy. And so it's really about building that community out and then serving that community.
And you do it so well. So, you are a very transparent person. I mean, I know that you're out there. You put
too much.
Well, you put yourself out there, and people know a lot of things about you. But I know that there are some things that probably a lot of people do not know about you. What's one thing that you want to share with our audience that people don't know about you?
Well, I'll kind of tell you two things because they actually kind of fold right in together. When I was 19 years old, I actually took over running an amusement park. It was a water park and amusement park. And what was so, that's where I really cut my teeth on and learning how giving an audience member or a customer the perfect experience actually allows a business to be more profitable. So it was really almost too young to give me too much responsibility. But, I just used those skill sets all the way coming down to Los Angeles. And a few years after I moved here, I ended up working in the film business quite a bit and ended up winning an Oscar. And so I don't tell a whole lot of people that because it's certainly something I'm super proud of. It was a great experience, but I also don't want to be defined by that.
Well, you just told 10,000 people, so I hope you don't mind. Right. But, but how cool is that? How many people can say, I have an Academy Award, I have an Oscar? How cool is that?
312.
300.
No, I don't.
That many? Okay, or that too. I'm not sure. Okay, so what one tip, because I know you have a lot of tips that you could share. What one tip could you share right now that would be instrumental in helping people really succeed, extraordinarily?
Yeah, so Caren, I am a big believer in recipes or systems to break things down to make it really easy. I mean, to the point where I've broken down system. System is an acronym and it stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. Right. So kind of the one tip that I would say is understand that business is a recipe. And here it goes. Number one, you got to build a tribe. You got to build that community of people that we want to serve. Number two, we've got to talk to that tribe or engage the tribe. Okay, so we got to have conversations with our customers, our potential customers, find out their wants, needs, likes, desires, get to know them as people. Mm-hmm. And then three, market to the tribe. So you've got build the tribe, market to the tribe, engage the tribe. And if you market to the tribe too soon, you're going to have a challenge. So spend the vast majority of your time building your tribe and engaging in the tribe. And Caren, let me just say this, because I know people sometimes will hear that and they'll be like, okay, but what does that really mean from a practical standpoint? Like, what's one thing I could do right now when I get off the video here? What can I do to help do that, Case? So I'm going to show you. I did this morning with a client. Here's what you can do. Take out your smartphone, wherever you are. Take out your smartphone, go to the texting section, and just go like this and scroll down 20 or 30 hand swipes deep and take 10 people a day on that and just say, hey, Caren, I hope you're having an awesome day. Hey, Joey, I hope you're amazing today. Hey, Sally, I want you to know that I'm just sitting here thinking about you. Now, I want you to think about what that does for you and the recipient. If you were to do just 10 of those a day, there's 365 days. That means you'll have a minimum of 3,600 texts going out into the world, not trying to sell anything, but starting connections, starting communications, furthering conversations. And if you do that, think about 3,600 people getting a message that says, hey, you mean something to me. I want you to know that you are special in my life.
Right.
It's huge.
I mean, you and I have spoken about this a lot, that human connection is missing out there in social media. So many of us have gotten so engaged, if for lack of a better word, and so go down that rabbit hole in the online world that we forget to take those online relationships, take them offline, whether it's a text, whether it's a face-to-face on a video, whether it's a greeting card, whether it's a telephone, right?
I'll tell you, Caren, one of the things that I started doing, and you and I haven't even really talked about this, but one of the things that I do is I'll go on Facebook kind of on the fly, and I'll go down the chat bar in the Facebook group, and I'll find 4 or 5 friends of mine, and I'll say, hey, I don't know what you're doing right now, but let's jump on a webinar. Let's jump on a Zoom, or let's jump on a private chat, just 4 or 5 of us. And let's just kind of network and have a conversation. That's super easy, and people love it. It's on the fly. It's super easy to do. There's no agenda, but it's about, you guys, it's about building that human connection. And if we can get back to the basics of a handshake, get back to the basics of your word meaning something and not just meaning what you type in social media to tell the world how awesome your ice cream is.
Or how cute your cat is. Today is National Pet Day, so Peggy, I agree. Casey's awesome. Great ideas. We just had a comment that came up on the screen. I know that as people are watching the show, they're saying, I got to get me a piece of Casey Eberhart. How do I do this? How do I connect with Casey? Did I just say it? Connectwithcasey.com.
Exactly. And you guys, look, if you'll head over to connectwithcasey.com, I have 2 gifts for you. Number 1, you can have a free copy of a CD or an audio that I did called Get More Referrals Now. It's really designed for you to listen to on your way to a networking event or a dinner party to set up the scene and set context for you having a life of having it all by having referrals come to you. Right. That's number 1. Number 2, I'll even send you a box of brownies just for sticking around and saying hi. Because I know that nothing.
Can we talk tomorrow? I'm going to make an appointment. I want brownies.
Yeah. Exactly. So you can get a box of brownies. You don't have to. If you want me to send you a box of brownies, just put your address in there. Happy to send them off. I love giving people a sugar high. And then when you give that, it's going to take you over, and you don't have to, but it'll show you my calendar, and you and I can have a chat and see if there's any way that I can support you in your quest of having multiple streams of income, or if there's some way that I can help you get unstuck from vision to profit, having it all.
I love it. I love it. Casey, you are awesome. Well, we already knew that. I want to thank you so much for your time. I know how crazy busy you are. You just got back from Australia. So there you go. I want to thank all of our viewers as well. We know that you have a choice as to how you spend your time, and you decided to spend it with us today, and we love you for that forever. Yeah, forever. So go out and give somebody an awesome day, as my friend Casey likes to say, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of The Little White Lie. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, guys.